I have followed the Angie Yang campaign since June of last year, and since then I've been inspired of a new way forward with the country. I've been looking at exactly what politics can do for the health of our nation when we're laser focused on what's really causing the problems and what are the solutions going forward. Uh, Coming in for a weekend, knocking door to door, was my way to feel at peace that I did what I could to make this campaign a reality, to make this vision a reality, and to feel like I did my part moving forward with the rest of the polls. We've been here since Sunday, so it's been now like 5 days. It's Thursday today, and the experience has been quite an interesting one. Door knocking is very challenging. Going door to door on weekdays in chilly Iowa is often disheartening when you're going and seeing that people are away or that people just don't want to talk. It's challenging when you go and people feel that they already have their way forward for the future of the country based off of an ideal that they may have created in their own mind. And I respect that. We don't have the time to talk about politics when people are going about their day. But my own vision with what I've seen with this campaign is what I love sharing with those that are open to it, those that are undecided, those who wish to tell me what they work in and what their issues of concern are going forward. And I love talking about my vision for what the Andrew Yang campaign can bring, especially with the universal basic income and the human-centered capitalism. Given that the issue of increasing technology and automation can bring forward better numbers for our country, but not address the health concerns that I see every day in my work, the diabetes epidemic, people dying to heart disease. It hurts my heart to feel that we're forgetting about these things. So I love bringing those things up in conversation, looking at how we could put more importance into our health, our families, and our future going forward here.
Tell me a little bit about your background, because when I first met you, I was like totally moved by your story. So can you please share a little bit about that with us?
I was born in Washington State. My parents immigrated from Michoacan, Mexico to work in the apple industry and cherry industry over there. They had my sister and I, and we grew up and were raised in a great household. In my sophomore year of high school, my mother was diagnosed with lymphoma, and unfortunately, it took her life 1 year later when the lymphoma became brain cancer. And it was a very hardship. It was a very, very challenging hardship for me. But the one thing that got me through that was seeing my mother smile every once in a while. And more often than not, that smile was brought to her by one nurse who spoke with her in Spanish at the hospital floor. And it was that inspired me to change my career path to become a nurse when I applied for college, graduating from high school. It inspired me through a lot of my years, but really my education was reinforced when my father had passed away my sophomore year of college, when I got a call and found out that he was in a car accident, that he passed away when he had a heart attack while driving and was ultimately gone. His life was one where he worked very hard and did his best to take care of my sister and I. But like many immigrant parents, they often work super hard for others and forget about themselves. He didn't do what he had to do to take care of his health, his rising cholesterol levels, and his poor diet, but he was feeling okay. It inspired me to take my nursing to another path, to preventative medicine and helping people with the food that we have in front of us. And I don't blame people for eating an unhealthy diet when we're surrounded with such cheap and tasty options that are often worse for us. But I'm now on a path where I started a nonprofit where I'm bringing healthy meals to farm workers at the workplace, showcasing a meal one week after another of what's simple and cost effective to make and eat at home so that people can include more of this stuff in their diet, not changing culture, but trying to take one small step to avoid the next heart attack, to avoid the next lost parent to a child here in the States. It's been a grand experience. and I hope to continue it. I feel like I'm doing it for a vision. If anything, I'm gonna walk away from Yang Week with the idea that I met so many people, so many voters, so many people here in Iowa that care about the future of our country. And I'm walking away knowing that there's a pathway to a better hope going forward. Whether it be that Andrew Yang gets elected or any other candidate, I now know what I want from my elected officials. And so I want to bring forward this message, and I really want to bring forward all my other friends and fam who support Andrew Yang, because we have the voice to be able to elect the next official who's going to be able to do these things that we ask of them for us, to keep our communities healthier, to bring more money into our small communities when all of it's being funneled up to the big cities. Why is it that all my friends want to go to New York, Seattle, or LA when we're all stuck in the rural communities? We need to bring money where it matters and where it can help out a lot of us. And so that's my way of going forward. I really wish that more people can support me, but I do respect other people's political views. To all my friends and family, hello, thank you, and thanks for supporting me all the way here.